Alright, 1 minute to go and we will start with the Findurance race. A competition that I sadly miss way too often. It always happens to be on the first Sunday of the month. And if that would have been this month also the same, it would have been bad for me, because last Sunday I was working again. I somehow always have to work on the first Sunday every single month. But they were not aware, I guess, because it was the first of the month was Sunday, and the race was not prepared and it got delayed to this weekend. So luckily for me, I am now able to play. I mean, it would have been typical if I have free on the first Sunday of the month and then they are not prepared and that gets moved to a weekend where I'm at work again. I think we had that also once already. But yeah, now I'm here, now I can play this, trying to win this. I had a bunch of second places, but always very, very good races in these in the Findurance race. They were always exciting. And yeah, later I'm also able to finally play a spammy endurance race. I missed so many of them as well. So how does this work? We have 15 minutes of warm-up to learn the track. It's a MultiLap track. And after the 15 minutes are over, we play the race. Seems like it will be 20 laps long. Usually they last around 45 minutes. So due to my experience from much older days of this game in Open Planet, I still decide to disable Open Planet when I'm playing these endurance races, so it's currently off. Because there was a time where I was able to play this cup more often, but I had 20 FPS. Not gonna lie, it was just like this because of the amount of people on the server, and with Open Planet combined, it was just super slow. I think that improved, and still I thought I don't take the risk. Open Planet off and it's fine. So in these 15 minutes it's important to learn the map as good as I can. Okay, there are a bunch of corners where I struggled here in the discovery lap. The turns are quite difficult. Backslide. Okay, I'm at a MultiLap. In the second lap now I will respawn a lot to get a feeling, but I have already a shit line through that CP. Oh, I have bad gear. Okay, so here I need to be more inside, so that I have some angle there. How do I do this? I cannot really respawn too well here. The checkpoints are not placed. good enough for that. Yeah, I just lost my gear directly in the CP, so I cannot really train keeping that gear. I went now for good speed over the cruise control. Is this what you want to do? I guess it is. Do I do this outside? Yeah, something like this. Okay, this was the inside. Not do again. The inside here is bumpy. Have to avoid that. This is a hairpin, okay. And here it's just full steer. Just on it and full steer. Oh. Still quite tough. Because I have to make sure that I get to the far right here. Okay. I hear you definitely want to touch this thing, right? I'm pretty sure you want to. Because if I avoid that, I'm just slowing down way more. Usually it just works. No matter how strong I go above. Okay, this was a bit too much. Also the black ledge loses less speed than penalty grass. So... Okay, this is tightening, so I need a different line here. Difficult. Is this full speed? Also no good line. I have to do it again. So here I wanted to check, is this really a bug slide? Can you not just do this? Wait, this is a super important corner. Ah yeah, you see I was way too inside. It seems it could be a bug slide. Holy moly. This ending is mega important. Okay, I'm gonna press delete. I want to see the start again. Yeah, the start was not at the MultiLap, the start is here. Okay. Nicely inside. Keeping the gear. And then avoiding penalty. I don't know what kind of slowdown this hedge gave me, but definitely killed my line. Oh my god. Four more minutes of warming up. I don't get the upper gear early enough. I'm pretty sure I'm meant to get it. If I don't get it, I need to release to not get a slowdown from the gear. I have to learn this as well, or get a feeling for it. Who do we play against? Against everyone on the server. What are they writing? Okay, good luck, have fun. The race is starting. I'm not sure if it starts immediately now. But I guess yes. Alright, go. So I have a pretty poor lap, but I'm first. Definitely it can be much better still. The most important thing comes in the end though. I got it worse than in other runs, but I'm again first. Okay. Also, seems like I learned most parts of the track quickly. Now it's about getting some better laps together, getting more confidence in the part. Keeping the gear there, finally. Never losing it and then keeping it through the drift. Tabor, Patenfechter, Arpa, Klovny. Oh, is that straight? 2.3 to Tarpa. And Hayom, okay. Very good lap. I really struggled with the dirt in the start. That feels never really good. Had also big issues with the gears in that second section. This was also as bad as I never had it, but at least I survived. I'm really afraid there to need a respawn. Also this is a much worse lap than the previous run, but okay, no, it's only 2 seconds. It felt like I actually gained because it took so long, but no, Hayom caught up a second, which is not a big surprise because my lap was shit. I mean, Hayo will have no problems with that bug slide end. He's coming from Royale, so I'm pretty sure he knows how to bug slide. That edge can be really close. Okay, 2.5, I won a little bit over 1 lap. As it's definitely a difficult map. Even though it's mainly just off-road. So basically just accelerating and steering. Some of these corners are quite tough to get right. And there are a bunch of parts where I'm not feeling too confident, for example this one here. So every lap I'm just happy if I survive it without needing to respawn. This can easily happen that I don't have my car under control at the transition out of this weird sausage. So he might be closer. Let's see. No, actually, Biome must have made a mistake because I do not see anyone. 7.4. That's huge. That helps a lot. Definitely could have gained in this lap. As I had that mistake one lap ago before the bug slide. Okay. We are on lap 7 out of 20. Oh, I just saw there was a longer message earlier. Even this waiting straight is too short to read that. So I have to read it after the race if you remind me. So, where is he? 6.8. So he has been catching a little bit. Yeah, the dangerous thing is that High-On has my pace. And sometimes beats my pace. And I'm not so consistent in my pace. Sometimes I lose the gear on the parts where it's difficult to keep them. So he can still be a threat. Hence it was already helpful that he had a mistake. Which gives me a few more seconds to breathe. Now, for example, I lost the gear. It's not too bad, but obviously you will lose a bit of time. And this wood transition can be very difficult. Yeah, things just go inside because of the effect. Yeah, always have to make sure not to go too inside. And watch out for the pillars standing out. And then this weird thing. Lap is not long on this track. I had 500, right? Okay, what is it now? I gained 7.4, nice. Was a good lap. Okay, I lost still some gears. But I think I avoided that it loses too much time. But that's a good thing. That I know when I get a good lap together, I can gain time still. I lost the gear again, but this time I finally got it back early enough. I think the other two times I also would have gotten it back, but then I was releasing already to stay lower gear. That was not that great. Might gain. Or not. No, I don't see him. Okay. I saw him in the checkpoint before, exactly when I made interface on. Maybe he crashed actually the entrance into this part. I was once very close to this one edge. That is also a dangerous part. I still see him in that CP shortly. We are on lap 11, also halfway through the race by now already. Hege is second. 9.7. The lead isn't that much bigger than when I had when I had 7 seconds. And with Hege, the thing is that I don't know the pace. Hege might have made big mistakes in the start, and laps now 1 to 1.5 seconds faster each lap, and will catch up. Or, and that I would like that more, it's just equal pace. But I think the last time that I was able to play the Findurance race, I was losing to Hege by just a tiny bit. Hege is, I think, known under a different name. Was it Sarke or something? And that in the other races I was always behind and tried to catch up and hunt him down, and then they kinda forced me to do my best Trackmania to have a chance in catching up. Okay, I gain time. No Hege in the CPs. I think my pace is okay, but of course, if Elcon would play this, I tell you, he would be already 20 to 30 seconds in front of me. Because there are just too many parts in this track where I'm not confident, and when I'm not confident, I'm driving them slow. And there are a bunch of those sections. And I'm happy if that's enough now. But I know it's later in the spammy endurance race. I want to, of course, qualify into Division 1. And I mean, you might have seen, I watched the YouTube videos then, how the previous spammy endurance races have been, but Elcon is like on a different level. But alone in the exit from this sausage here, I'm always losing a tiny bit every lap, definitely. Some laps also a bit more. Plus that I didn't really hit this black ledge here every time the same. There were rounds where I kept a lot of speed into this red boost part, and then there were other rounds where I got a lot of a slowdown from the penalty. And the ones where I don't get that well, like they really cost you some tenth immediately. But yeah, looks good at the moment. There are surely some players that don't understand the bug slide line in the end, because my first intention was also to go as inside as possible, and is the bug slide actually faster at all? So I was also first unsure, but then I realized that when you go wide, when you go far down, then you get a very nice speed up the hill, and you can, with a bug slide, you can keep that gear. That's why a bug slide is better. It seems like I'm one of the people that learned that in the seeding. And this is of course a huge part where some people that might be very strong on the rest of the track lose now a bunch of time. There was a mistake there. I always thought it is no steer here, but apparently it isn't. I can actually steer all the way, I don't need to wait for the reset. So I lost time in other rounds where I got an auto slide and after the penalty. The thing is that we had a waiting map, that was probably the map from previous month, where there was a similar straight like this, but that one definitely had no steer. And there was some purple thing, purple crown, surfer something. I thought just it's no steer here as well, but no. You can actually correct your line. This was, for example, now a bad exit of the bug slide, or bad entry, and because of that a bad exit. Theoretically this was losing me some tenth. But I can afford it, it seems. Lost the gear on the drift. We are on lap 16 out of 20. That was tight. I'm on a sick lap. Also, if there would be a fastest lap leaderboard somewhere, I'm pretty sure I'm on it with this lap. If I bring it home. Actually, when you have interface on, you can see it. Well, I made it on right at the MultiLap, so you can watch back. You can at least see if it was a PB. I think at this point I can also let it on. So I'm trying another PB now. I had a crash, but I might still lead. A one time. Okay. So guys, lesson learned, you need to crash if you want to be fast. No. It only wasn't a PB because I wanted to have a good line for the last lap. Or for a last lap PB. But it's gonna be difficult because I just messed up. Inside line? Is that worth? Oh yeah, gain 2/10. Found out in the last lap. Yeah, it's not gonna happen, but doesn't matter. A third of the map still to drive, and then it's done. Finally. Because I barely can participate, and when I was able to participate, I was never winning. Always second. There were so many really good fights though in the past few races that I could do. But there were always multiple months in between each race. In one race I got a disconnection during the last lap, by the way, in the fight for the lead against Stufts. But anyway, here we go. GG, nice. 41 minutes. Jäger is only 5th, Hayam is 3rd. So it is Jaims in 2nd place now, coming to the finish. Was 15 seconds behind me. But 15 was enough to never see him in any checkpoint. 20 seconds for Hayom. Then we have 26 seconds to X-Griff. We have Feger, who finishes 32 seconds. Linko 35 seconds. Also Hege lost a lot then. Klofny 40 seconds. Arpa comes in with 49 seconds, and then comes simply Nick. On 9th place, just under a minute. And Bimi just crashed. Where's the next guy? Suranja, far away. So Bimi. (108). Yeah, now I can read. Yo, thanks, Matt Walking. Controller, yeah, but writer answered already. When are you making a comeback to RMT? Also, I guess you mean the random map thingy, the Finnish Cup. There are of course always other cups parallel. I played the RMT always when the mini RPG of the week was not happening. But the mini RPG of the week is quite a big cup, and this week now we have actually a very special edition. Johuin, where did you end? On 12th. Right behind Suranje. See all the finishers. Superstar's gonna be the next one to finish. Oh, he was so close. He could have waited a little bit for the 44-4-4-4-4-4. Ah, he had the chance. Alright. Check the in-game. Alright. Yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah, I just won. In front of James. That I never saw in second place. So he had a good ending. He was only 15 seconds behind. Which means that he had to have the same pace than me. In the ending. Because I didn't see him in the CPs since very early on. So I expected actually a much bigger gap, but with it being only 15 seconds, he must have been on my pace. Towards the end I must have had a bad start or took longer to get into it. Alright, the spammy endurance race is happening in 1 hour. Ah, this is of course tough. I thought about doing a random map challenge. But yeah, a random map challenge usually takes a bit more than 1 hour.